when we are facing to the challenge for all those small white lines on this sea turtle, there are three common solutions. One is to using lifting. I'm going to just wet the area for the line. And then after you wet it, lose the color. And now you're going to let go all the wet. And what you can do is to shape it like this. It's very skinny. And I'm going to start lifting the color up. Here you go. This is a little time consuming. When you do 1 or 2 lines, that's okay. It works, and this is possible. The second solution commonly used, that will be using masking fluid. Now I'm going to just take the color, and I'm going to apply to this space. After all the color dry, and then you can remove the masking fluid protection. And there's a number 3 solution. Use gouache white. You need to have a brush that has a really sharp tip, like this calligraphy brush. Now I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to pick a space. Okay, now the line over here. You see this? It's very easy to control how the line would look. As long as you have a very sharp, fine brush. Here you go. Okay. Can have better control in the painting process. You can mix the watercolor paint with the gouache white. And for example, you can make the yellow-white color. I'm going to put it right over here. Now I'm going to show you how to paint this sea turtle in watercolor from start to finish. The paper I'm using is Paul Rubens Hot Press Watercolor Block. I have the link in the video descriptions, along with the information of the paints that I use and the brushes. What is the composition I'm going to use? I'm going to use these 2 fingers. Take a look at, this is going to be the leg, and then the top. Okay, I'm going to put the head over here. So I'm going to mark it, the head over here, and the fin about here. Now you can see the angle of this is from here all the way coming up here. And there's the head about this big. Like that. And you can do some careful measurements. The fin and the back over here almost the same size as the head. Forehead in the middle of the body. Okay, this is good. Now I take a look at, make sure I have enough space for this fin all the way coming over here. I'm going to move it a little bit higher. Okay, put it right here. And so the shoulder would be here. Take a look like that, and coming all the way in this direction, and coming over here like that. That's good. Okay, now the head over here, I think the head is right. I can move the head a little bit higher. Here higher, and then the back, and I'm going to use just the yellow color, a very light yellow color, coming all the way here, like that. Here you go. Now take a look at the belly, coming all the way down over here, like that. I'm going to have step by step. I'm going to ignore all those white lines, but I'm going to leave the light color. All right, I'm gonna start from the back of the turtle. It's have quite a bit of orange color. So I'm gonna take the yellow with a little red. I'm gonna start from the back, the top over here. I think this is moving a little bit higher like that. And now I can spend more time and make a better judgment, like coming over here. Okay. Now come to a little yellow color, continue coming down over here. So I'm gonna get a little red color. I'm gonna get the red color like this. Now I know the location. That's just red color. It looks like a little bit brown. So I'm gonna use a little blue color and mix it in here. So here you go, like that. After you decide what is the approach that you're gonna use to carry on the painting. That is a very important. That's the general direction that what you're gonna use, how you're going to approach it. Okay, now I'm going to have just the clean brush. Just I want this a little bit lighter. It's gonna let go some of the color here, like that. That's good. And a little light color right over here. That's good. When this is wet, I'm gonna add a little bit red brown color. Get a little yellow. Okay, a little blue. Now I'm gonna add some of the color here, like this. Add a little bit more color, and also add some orange color. So basically, you ignore all the line on the top, but you try to capture the texture, like that. Okay, now I'm going to switch my attention to somewhere else. We're gonna come back after this dry. I'm gonna come back to add other color somewhere else. So I'm gonna take a look at the fin is the brown color. So I'm gonna take a little blue color into here. So get the brown color and take a look right here. There you go, like that. There you go. Okay, now I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. Just add the water. Here you go. I'm going to have a little bit brown color also here. And as soon as come up over here, I'm gonna have a little bit yellow color. Okay, just add a little yellow color over here. Connect that. A little yellow. Okay, like that. That's nice. Also a little yellow color on the neck over here. Okay, like that. That's nice. Now come to this fin. I'm going to start from a little lighter brown color. And like this. A little. And you can see how easy you can mix all different colors. Okay. And I'm saying it's a brown color, but it's in my mind there's no brown color. There's only yellow, red, and a blue color. And the combination between these three colors can create any color that you need. Okay, now I'm gonna just use the water, make it a little lighter, and I'll connect together. Keep that light, that a little highlight over there. You want to keep it. Now I'm gonna get a little bit darker color, continue coming down. I'm gonna have a little bit more blue color in it. Okay, now I'm gonna start over here. coming down and moving. Take a look at the motion of this. Here you go. Like that. Here you go. Now I'm gonna come up over here. Okay, like that. Here you go. Now this color I get lighter and lighter as it coming up like this. That's nice. Okay, I actually add a little shape over here for now, like that. Okay, now that's good. Now I'm gonna add some color even darker. So I'm gonna just get a little bit blue color and a little bit more solid blue. This is Windsor blue green shade. And I'm going to add the red color. See, this color is very dark. Here you go. I'm gonna start from the bottom and coming up again. Okay, like that. It's coming up, and because the color wet, so can have a very nice blending. Okay, tap on it. So that's good. I'm gonna have a little dark color come back over here. A little dark color over here. A little dark color over here. Like that. A little bit dark color. And actually I'm going to add a little bit more red color and mix in here. I'm going to make this a little bit darker. So this brush is very easy to use. Of course, if it's the first time using it, it may be take a little practice. Okay, but after you use it a few days, you're gonna feeling it's really easy to control. Okay, right now we'll almost cover everything in the inside the tutorial area. I'm gonna let this dry naturally like that. That looks good. And on the top over here, I'm gonna get a little bit red like this. You can see a little red color like that. Here you go. I'm gonna have a little bit light brown color. I'm gonna put it right here. If even have the little line over here like that, let's connect that, create a texture. Over here, a little bit darker brown color. So I'm gonna add a little yellow color because this is only a kind of purplish color. The purplish have a little bit yellow and red into it, and it will look like very nice brown color. So here you go. Here you go. Use those lines to create that transition. Like that. Okay, that's good. Right. Very nice. Okay. Now I'm going to come to take a look at, this is still a little wet. So I'm going to go to the head. Go to the head first. And I'm going to take a look at, and the really top of the head right here have a little bit kind of red and purple color. So I'm going to just put this color over here, leave a little gap. And if I can do that without the white color, I would do that. And a little bit in the tip over here, the nose, like that. Here you go. Here you go. That's good. Like that. And that is, it's a little small texture. I would create that a little bit later. I can also see the little light shape at the edge over here. Okay, that's good. And there's the eye. There's the base of the eye. That's almost from here to the neck over here. Almost half is the eye. So the eye is this size. Okay, and have a little bit light brown color coming over here. But we can finish all those details later on. Right now we try to get the main color, all the big color areas in place. Okay, right here. Like that, that's good. And inside the eye, it has a little bit beautiful blue color. And we can do that a little bit later. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna see that there are the smaller shape. Actually, I would want to just paint around the white line. So there will be another way naturally how you create a white line. The painting around the white line. Okay, I know it's not that easy, but you can try. Okay, have the mouth over here open, and right under, so there will be the blue color. Okay, and the blue color reflected the color of the ocean. Okay, like that. Like that. That's good. Here you go. All right. I'm going to decide to add a little color on the top of the head. I have the brown color like this. And take a look right over here. That's good. And like that, have painting around the white line. And another shape over here on the neck, a little bit darker. Okay, another shape over here. It's beautiful. And the small shape. And a little shape like that. And a little shape over here. Okay, look at that. That's pretty nice. And on the other side, seeing the other eye. Okay, I'm gonna have some very dark color. Put it inside the eye first. For now. Okay. You can see how a little color, a little shape that you can create with this brush. Alright. Here you go. Some people protest, say, well, you keep saying the tool that you use. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm sharing with you the color, the paper, and the way that I'm making art. Okay, but if you want to follow me, great. If not, if you have anything that I can help you on this channel, yes, I would like to hear you. Okay, here you go. That's a little bit over here. If you want to join our learning community, and that will be great. We'd like to learn with you together as we continue searching and growing as better and better artists. And we all want to do that. Okay, have a little shape over here. So this is good. We're gonna come back to do a little more of the details. But I think this is pretty good for now. And I'm gonna add a little blue color, a little bright blue color, pretty bright. And right over here underneath, here you go. Here you go, right here. That's the color of the ocean. Okay, that's good. And now take a look at underneath over here. And here you go. And I'm going to create a little line like this. There's a little fold. That's good. Like that. And now coming over here, have a little bit more greenish color. You know how to get the green in. Just get the blue color, have a little yellow color, and you got the green color. And coming here, the green, beautiful, like that. And then coming on either side, have a little bit more blue then. Okay. For a painting like this, small, you don't need lots of color. So I'm coming over here. You just not only see the color, you want to see how dark the color it would be. Okay, it's very important. In my previous video, just published, and is talk about how to use and how to see the different colors and the value of the colors. That's very important. And the value of the colors sometimes is more important than the color itself. So you can change the color, but you want to keep the value of the color. Okay, now I'm going to use, for example, you can substitute the green color with blue color, but you try to remain the same value. Okay, now on the tip over here, you can squint your eye, you can see that very, very dark. So you want to get a little bit more blue color and get some yellow color. Here you go. And you can have this color and add a little red so you can get the colors very, very dark. Okay, get a little bit more yellow. And here you go. So this color, it will be very dark. You see this? Like this. And the color get a little bit lighter and coming up. Like that. Here you go. Now you can see the value. Not just see the color. You want to see how dark is that color. See the value before they see the color. I'm gonna have a little light brown color over here. Here you go. Coming over here. You can see the color, but also see how light is the color. It's very, very crucial. Okay, like that. And now I'm going to soften the edge over here. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I'm going to have this a little bit softer. Okay, that's good. Okay, reshape the brush. Okay, like that. This brush also very easy to lifting the color. So I'm gonna get the yellow color on the top over here too. Take the yellow color over here. That's good. A little yellow color over here too. I can make it a little softer. Now I can come back to the back to add some color to it. I'm gonna have a little yellow on the tip over here too. So okay, that's good. Now I come back on the top over there, and I'm gonna take the red, and I'm gonna get the yellow color. I'm gonna have some nice orange color. Now here you go. I'm gonna go with the motion of the texture, like that. Okay, like this. There you go. Now I'm gonna have this kind of light orange brown color. I'm gonna have a little bit more darker, like that. Here you go, like that. Here you go. That's good. And coming all the way in here. Now I'm gonna have a little bit softer on the back, and not just water. I'm gonna add a little yellow with this orange color. So I have a little bit more water and make it, here you go, like that. Okay, like this. Now I'm gonna use the water. Now make it a little bit softer. So making sure the top over here have a little bit lighter. Now I'm gonna soften it. Make it even a little bit smoother, a little bit lighter. So okay, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna have this a little bit softer, like that. That's good. Soft, make a little soft, a little water. And now I'm gonna continue, add a little bit darker color, maybe just add a little red color in here. Okay. is nice. A little red color on the edge over here. A little red color like that. Okay. Okay, now the back looks the color very nice, and the value also looks really good and nice. Okay, and the top over there, I'm gonna have the texture a little bit softer like that. Okay, it looks pretty good. And the fins over here, and looks very dark enough. Looks pretty good. I want to soften this area, make it a little bit lighter. Okay, I'm gonna make this. I can start lifting a little color like that. It's good. Nice. I'm gonna have this a little bit lighter. As I said, I like this brush because it has lots of here can take up lots of color, and also it have a very good resistance that allowed me to do quite a bit of um, lifting when I need to. I'm gonna have the other color over here like that. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna have the belly over here even a little bit darker, so I'm gonna get a little bit blue color. Here you go, like this. That's good. A little bit coming here. Okay, now I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. Now I'm gonna come back to have a little bit more brown color over here. Here you go. Nice detail, nice transition. Okay, like that. Okay, a little bit darker in the transition here, showing a little bit turning over to the other side. Okay, that's good. And now I'm gonna add some texture to it. And now here you go. I'm gonna add a little texture. Next, look at that. It's a little bit dot in here. A little dot like that. This area is almost dry, so I'm gonna add a little dot. If you want it a little bit blur, a little bit unclear, you can use the water a little bit later, soften it like that. That's good. A little dark over here, like that. And I can see a little brown color, little shape over here. So that's very nice details. But with this brush, you can also continuously editing the color. Okay, you can lift up the color, soften the color, even remove the color, and come back with the new color. It is extremely good, especially good for a small painting. So here I'm gonna have this a little bit softer. That's good, like that. When are we gonna apply the gouache white? And that will be after the whole painting is already the color and the value look good enough together. I'm gonna have a little bit shadow coming over here like that. That's good. And I'm gonna add a little dark color and the belly over here. I'm gonna have a little darker color. Here you go. And very soft, so that's good. A little bit of texture like that. That's good. Like that. And maybe a little bit brown color. So here you go. Get a little bit. This kind of color have. Here you go. A little bit like that. I'm gonna add a little bit darker color. A little bit darker. I'm gonna take this like that. Pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna have a little texture over here too. Create a dot. like that. Now I'm gonna come back to take a look at the head, and I'm gonna add a little bit darker those purple brown color. Here you go. I'm gonna come back over here a little darker to a little lighter, okay, like this. And the top over here a little bit darker to a little bit lighter. Here you go. Now over here too, a little bit darker to a little lighter, and have a small triangle over here. That's good. And on this side a little bit darker, like that. Now I'm gonna soften that a little bit and have the color and blend in dark to a little bit lighter. You can see how a little, so small shape you can create. Here you go. Very nice. Okay, here you go. And some much darker, and in those small shape here, I'm gonna have the very dark color. Here you go. I'm gonna get into the smaller shape, like that, and a little darker shape, like that. Okay, that's good. A little bit over here. Okay, that's good. Now take a look on the head over here. I have a little bit more red, so I'm gonna put this little bit more red color on the top here. So in your mind, there's only 3 colors. I keep saying that, and red, yellow, and blue color. And that's all you need to create all kind of colors in this painting. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little bit more yellow. And if you're still having trouble getting and determines what color compose together for a certain color that you try to mix, just take a look at my watercolor basics lessons in the library. Just seeing the color mixing, the color wheel exercise. I'm gonna take this color, okay, a little bit from a little bit darker here, and toning a little bit lighter on the top over here. That's good. Come back to do the eye a little bit later. I'm gonna paint the outside. I'm gonna use the 1-inch flat brush. I'm gonna have a very blue color. So first I'm gonna use the blue color to make the whole outside area wet. Okay, I'm gonna take quite a bit of water in, and then I'm going to come back to drop in some darker color if I need to. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna start from here. Okay, take a look. And everywhere in the tutorial is already dried, so it's pretty easy. So I'm gonna come over here, take a look, just watch out the corner of this. And I'm gonna come a little bit closer. That's good. I'm gonna take a look at this corner. That's good. So basically now, doesn't matter what size of the painting I do, I only use this pair of brushes, and one is the 1-inch flat brush and the other is the calligraphy brush. Okay, pay attention. Okay, take a look again. We are making the masking as well. I'm gonna come down a little bit over here. Okay, like that. That's good. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the large brush. Okay, like that. Coming all the way over here. Coming to the head. Now let's take a look. You still have another chance to draw the edge. I didn't use pencil to draw. I just used watercolor. And this worked pretty well for me. Okay, like that. Coming over here and then start turning down. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna add the white color here. I'm gonna make sure I have the color still wet. Okay. Now I'm gonna coming down over here. Take a look. Coming down and coming over here. Now going around. That's good. Like that. It's beautiful. Now take a look. This fin. Here you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna come around the bottom over here. I'm gonna add a little bit more wet paint. I'm gonna coming this way. Here you go. Okay, make sure it's wet or connected. Okay, come back over here. That's good. Keep it wet. Here you go. Like that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna make this a little bit smoother. Like that. That's good. Keep the outside wet, connected. Don't let it dry. I want them to wet consistently. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit more water, make a little bit more wet blue color. Okay, now I'm gonna come to the bottom over here. Now coming on this side. Here you go. Like that. Okay, that's good. Now continue. You see how I keep adding more and more wet to it. Now the bottom over here connected. Now I'm gonna continue looking at this two small area. And here you go. That's good. I'm just going to use the edge of this brush. If I can just keep the white space around, you see, I can use the big brush just like a small tiny brush. Okay, that's good. That's okay. We can come back to use the gouache to make the edge even better. Now I'm going to come back here, get inside this space. Edge right here. That's good. That's good. Now successful. Now the whole outside all connected and has no bad texture. I'm gonna add a little darker color, darker blue color in here. Okay, like this. That's good. Like that. That's good. Coming in, going around. That's good. Have this all wet together. Okay. And looks like the whole outside looks pretty good. And I'm gonna have some even darker color. I'm gonna have a little bit yellow, right? A little bit blue, and a little bit more blue, and make it a little bit thicker. I'm gonna have the bottom over here even a little bit darker. So I'm gonna drop in the color. Okay, like that. Here you go. Like this. It's good. I'm gonna create a good contrast. That's good. Like that. you go. I'm gonna drop in the color over here. Make it a little bit darker. When you get to this point, the paintings is almost there. You just need to come back to create a little detail, and the detail is easy. Like that. All right, I'm gonna let it dry. Okay, now the background, the whole painting already dry. Now we're gonna come back to do a little adjustment. I'm gonna add a little bit yellow colors to under here, so make it look a little bit more green color. Okay, here you go. I'm also going to soften it a little bit on the edge over here, make it a little bit more like a green color on the edge over here, like that. That looks good. So it's very simple editing. Just add that yellow color to it, make it feel a little bit more green, like that. That's good. Okay, now this looks much better. Now take a look over here. I'm gonna carry the yellow color also over here too by changing the color. And now get a little bit lower over here. I'm gonna get a little bit blue color. Okay, here you go, a little bit blue color. And then get a little bit tip at the bottom over here. I'm gonna add an even darker color. Okay, a little bit more blue, even add a little red to make it even darker. Here you go, like this. And coming a little bit more to the bottom over here, like that. Much better. Now I'm gonna also add this color here, a little bit darker. Here you go, like that. Beautiful. Okay, it's good. All right, now I'm gonna add the head over here. I'm gonna add a little blue, just the blue, no yellow. I'm gonna have a little bit color over here. I can change that. See the neck like this, and have the color. I don't want to connect it right now. I'm gonna have the color blend into the bottom over here. There you go. Here you go. Now I'm gonna gradually come in a little bit darker, like that. I'm gonna change that a little bit. So now I can see the bottom over here and see the transition. Look at that. Really nice. I'm gonna soften this. Now, give a very good suggestions for the neck. Like this. Okay. And I have a little bit brown color on the neck over here. I'm gonna add a little bit light brown color. Here you go. Now just going to soften, extend this. So the tip is really helpful. Good. All right, I think this looks really good. Over here, I'm gonna have a little bit red color. And having a little red color over here. Okay. Like this, a little more red color. Here you go. Like that, that's good. A little bit more red. That's all right, that's good. Over here, have a little bit more red. Just think about if you don't really see the white line and what you're gonna see. And over here, a little bit red like this. That's good. On the top over here, I'm gonna have a little bit yellow color, just a little bit orange color, a little bit brighter right in here. Okay, like that. And coming down over here, have a little bit more red. Just adjust the color. A little bit more red. Like this. Here you go. Pretty good. Over here, a little bit more red. And you can compare it. Just think about what color is it. Just gonna have a little bit small shape over here, like that. Oh yeah, it's very easy. Now we already start working into the detail already. Okay, like this. A little bit red color right at the top over here. Okay, and then the nose over here. And then I'm gonna have a little bit brown color. Have a little bit brown color right in here. There you go. Now coming down over here, that's good. And then a little bit darker, a little bit more red, a little bit darker right in here. And have a little bit dark color in the edge over here. Okay, that's good. Like that. There you go. Now on the other side, also had a little bit brown color. Okay, that's good. Now also I'm gonna add a very, very thin line. You see that how thin the line this can produce. Okay, like that. Here you go, like that. That's good. It's very good suggestions. Now I'm gonna look at the brown color around the eyes. I'm gonna get the dark brown color. Okay, take a look here. A little bit. The paper is very, very tiny. And you can imagine how fine the line this can produce. Okay, like that. A little line coming over here. That's good. Around the eye. Okay, take a look. Like coming over here. Like that. That's good. Now I'm going to also add the color. Fine tune a little bit those shapes. It looks like the head, we don't need the white line. We already leave the white line. Like that. A little bit shape. Okay. That's good. Like that. Here you go. This. Okay. That looks pretty good. Get a little bit higher over here. Like that. And this a little bit darker. In this shape. I'm gonna have really, really dark. Get the red and that make it really dark in here. Okay. Okay, that's good. Also the edge over here, a little bit dark. That's good. A little dark over there. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna working inside the eye. Before I put the darkest color, I'm gonna have the blue color. In a few occasions, we do need to have the red shade blue color. Like in this kind of situation, I'm gonna put over here and then put the dark color around it. Now I'll come back to the nose and I'm gonna have some really dark color to make the nostril. Those. Okay, let's take a look. And right here, so a little nostril. That's good. And have a little bit, very tiny, tiny shape for another nostril. That's good. Like that. That's pretty good. Like that. And then the bottom over here, I'm going to add a little bit light brown color over here. and showing the turning transition coming down like that. That's good. Okay, now we're going to finish the eye. Now I'm going to mix some really dark color, just the red and the blue color. Not much water. And now I'm going to add that color in here. Like that. Here you go. Here you go. Put the dark color around over here. But except middle over here, keep a little blue color. You can see. Very beautiful. A little blue color in the middle of the eye. That's good. Like that. And the head is almost done. So that's good. Now I'm going to start working into the neck. You see how sharp this brush can do for you. Okay. That's good. Like that. That's good. All those wrinkles. A small line like this. And you cannot have the line too dark over here because this is very, very small and thin line. The wrinkle is very thin. Okay, like this. I'm gonna have a continue, have a little bit more this shape. I'm gonna have a little bit dark, have a little bit more red. Okay, like this. A little dark color. Like that. Good. Alright. And a little fold coming over here. And here you go. And I'm gonna have a little thin line coming over. And also have quite a bit of small dot. Okay, like this. Yeah, here you go. And that's very, very tiny. Tiny details. Okay, over here on the edge, I'm gonna have some dark brown color. Also a little bit edge over here. Like that, that's good. A little bit small dot. Now I'm gonna add a little Gouache titanium white. Okay, this is very opaque white. And we're gonna start from the back. I'm gonna use this calligraphy brush. Which line we're gonna start? Okay, we're gonna start on this line all the way around. I'm gonna start over here. And make sure this color is thick enough. Okay, the paint a little bit thicker. Okay, like that. Here you go. Here you go. Coming over here. Okay. And let's take a look. And coming from here, coming all the way here, because there's a line over here coming all the way. So I'm going to set the line over here first. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit water. Otherwise, the color too thick, difficult to move it. And there's another and another over here. So I'm going to add a little line over here. Okay, I'm going to add a little line over here, so knowing that where this is going to connect it. Okay, now here we go. I'm going to take this color. Now, slowly, it's a little very interesting curved line. Okay, like that. Connect that. Beautiful. I'm going to have this all the way coming here. And connect that. That's good. Almost there. And I'm gonna come over here and connect in here and all the way coming to the neck. Okay. And then over here, there's a one line all the way coming, connect over here. And the top over here looks like another line. So I'm going to draw the white line over here like that. Also a little white line coming to the neck over here. Now here we go. Now I'm going to connect the top over here. That is a line in here. You need to pay attention. Don't rush it because this is very important. Gonna take a little bit water. Okay. I want to take a look. This actually connect all the way up over here. Like that. And here you go. Connect over there. And then this kind of connect all the way here. That's good. And now have a little bit water. Here you go. Now take a look. And the top over there has a little bit more yellow color. So I'll take a little bit, add a little yellow color to it. And also a little bit, maybe a little bit translucent coming over here. Like all the way coming up over here, like that. Connect that over here. Now coming on the top over here, connect the line up over there. Like that. And you couldn't really see that much. I'm gonna come over here and I have a little light shape like that. Okay. A little light shape. That's good. Now the back looks very interesting. Now I'm going to continue the white paint. Okay, like over here, there's one line coming over here. And another line over here. Here you go. Another line over here. You see the gouache opaque white color really can do a fabulous job. Like this. And also we have a line coming over here. Like that. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna add a little bit more white into here. Like that's good. I'm gonna have a little bit light color, maybe a little yellow, like this, and a little bit like that, a little texture. Okay, now we are going to add the white color to the fin. I'm gonna take this, take a look over here, start over here, and here you go. And observe and then see how those color, how those shapes connected. Here you go. There's a little bit smaller. Like there's some of the line a little bit thicker. Okay, look at that. It's like this. And here you go. Pay attention, observe, analyze it. So you would deliver the correct message. Okay, that's good. Okay. And here you go. another line. There you go. And a very interesting pattern. And in the middle over here has some very interesting smaller shape. All the smaller shape they are connected. Okay, like that. Here you go. Okay, now on the other side, I'm gonna start and then moving and connecting to the edge over here a little bit longer. Like this. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, inside over here, I can mix a little bit brown color, the yellow and the red. Mix a little brown color, connect that in so that the color is not so bright. I'm gonna have a little bit like this. Okay, I'm gonna have the color over here a little bit dimmer. Okay, like that. Here you go. Here you go. That. Very interesting. Okay, that fin is already finished. Now I'm gonna work into this fin. First, I'm gonna work into the edge. It's very light edge. I'm gonna add a little water. I'm gonna have this sharpen this brush. Looks really nice. Now I'm gonna start from here. Okay, like this. Here you go. Connect it slowly to the bottom over here. That's good. Now I'm going to use a little bit more yellow color and the red color. Connect this together. I'm going to have this opaque color. Now I'm going to have those white lines. Okay, take a look at from here. Like that. Here you go. And here you go. And I'm going to have this line too. Like that. Here you go. Now take a look at the general directions. And this kind of coming all the way over here. And then the one and coming over here like that. And coming to on this side and divide into small shape. This. There you go. Now this painting finished. And hope you enjoyed this lesson.